Okay, guys, welcome to another weekly market review over here. Let's get straight into it. So again, as usual, this is not financial advice. This is just our own opinions and references that we may make on our social media, and it's just our own personal views. Okay, so let's take a look at the charts. I think we got some interesting stuff happening this week. I'll share with you guys where is QQQ and SPY at currently in the market. How is the market doing? And I'll also share a little bit on Finviz as well, in terms of how our tech stocks are doing, how the overall market is shaping up to be. And lastly, this week, we have a lot of volatile or high impact events that are happening during the week. So we need to be extra careful. We need to be extra cautious and see how to proceed with the markets this week. Okay, so let me share all of that with you on my side. Okay, everybody. So we are looking at Forex Factory, and I just want to show all of you that this week is going to be a high impact event week. Okay, it can cause volatility in the market. It can cause the markets to move. So again, approach cautiously with your trading. So we start off with Tuesday. We've got CPI data that's coming out. That's always something to take note of. A measure of how inflation is doing, how expensive our goods and services are getting. So the data that comes out for this will affect the market. So you can see previously we had 4.9%. What analysts are forecasting is 4.1, a drop. Okay, we are still not out of typical inflation zone. Typical inflation is usually about 2 to 3%. Okay, so interest rates are still high in this environment. Let's see whether it goes according to what analysts forecast, or will there be a difference. If there's a difference, then definitely there will be volatility in the markets. Okay, now next thing is PPI. So PPI data, a measure of how expensive your resources are getting. Okay, businesses use this production index as a measure for inflation too. So this data will also cause volatility in the markets. Okay, Thursday. Okay, Thursday being one of the most important days. Why is it important? Well, we have interest rate. Okay, interest rate hikes that is happening. Okay, 5.25%. This is what it is forecasting. They are forecasting no change because that is what the Federal Reserve mentioned. But if there are changes, then that could also cause some volatility in the market. So let's see how this goes, because even Jerome Powell's projection and what he feels might happen with the current inflation environment will affect the markets as well. Okay, and then we have Friday, finally, consumer sentiment index. So this week, again, with the high impact events, please go ahead cautiously. Please trade cautiously for your respective portfolios. Okay, if you're not comfortable, just sit out. Okay, you don't have to do any trading for your portfolio. If you are able to trade or you want to take trades, I would suggest stick to short-term trades or day trades for your trading this week. Okay, that will be a lot easier. Currently for myself, not doing any swing positions, just doing a couple of day trades here and there and sitting out until I have clearer direction in the markets. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you guys is the S&P 500 map. I just want to show you how the 1 week performance has been. And you can see our tech stocks. Apple literally just moving, or not even moving last week. Microsoft down about 2%, Meta down, Google down as well, Amazon down, and Tesla is the only one that is still up. Okay, Nvidia also down, AMD is up. So out of all the typical guys, only AMD and Tesla are up last week. The rest of our big tech are actually down. Okay, and it's good because why? If you look at the rest of the market, okay, your banks, your financials, your healthcare, industrials, energy, you can see them turning green. Okay, so this is a very clear indication of money flowing out of our big tech into the respective sectors. Okay, so I think this is good. This is healthy. Like I mentioned earlier on, QQQ or the big tech stocks were leading the rally. But as of now, we can see money flowing out and into the other sectors as well. Okay, so this is healthy. This is a good sign. Now, Another thing that I want to show you all is if you go under insider, okay, and you see latest insider trading, let me just have a look. Okay, so if you see top insider trading for the recent week, I think it's pretty apparent. You can see over here. So AMD's CEO, chair, and president actually selling off some of their shares. Okay, I think just worthy to take note of. Okay, the recent market or tech stocks, like I mentioned, have been overextended. It could be her just trimming her positions off, but I saw this and took caution on it. Okay, so last week I was looking at AMD. I think I had a potential trade on it, but I didn't take it because, again, I saw this insider trading that's been going on. I felt like markets are overextended, so I didn't want to go into any trades. Okay, so that is, again, my thesis when I saw AMD. Okay, so still not taking any swing trades, just sticking to day trades for myself. Now, if we look at the charts, okay, look at the charts. So let's look at SPY first. Okay, so I drew my channel over here. You can see a very nice channel. Go ahead. You can see a very nice channel on SPY on the hourly chart, and it has just been continuing up. Now, I turn on my 20 EMA, you can see my stocks or SPY is above my 20 EMA. Even though the markets are overextended, I am not looking to short anything because it is still going up. We are still in a uptrend for the SPY and the overall market. Okay, now if I remove this and I go to my daily chart, okay, I go to my daily chart, you can see very simply that, okay, you can see very simply that right now, okay, we are at critical levels, okay, where we were in August highs, which is 432. That is where SPY is currently for its chart. Okay, where it was in August is where it is currently. So can it go up and break the resistance? The answer is yes. But I think what more likely will happen is it might either, okay, let me pull out my tool. It might either chop sideways here, or number two, it might have a pullback down for the stock before it goes up higher and breaks the previous high, okay, or breaks the resistance for SPY. Okay, now where will I think, or where do I think SPY can go if it does pull back? Very simple. On my hourly chart, let me turn on my 20 EMA. Here on my hourly chart over here, I see very obviously that there was a gap over here. Okay, a gap over here. So I think in the short term that SPY, if it does pull back, I think a healthy pullback would be to this level. Okay, what is that level? Okay, around 422 for SPY. Okay, I think it can pull back to about 422. This would be a healthy level for SPY to pull back. Okay, now if I look at QQQ, okay, QQQ again still on a very overextended, still on a uptrend for QQQ. Okay, so if I take a look at how it is, you can see this overarching movement by it, straight parabolic move up when it came to QQQ. Okay, so this is not healthy, not good. And what happened last week for QQQ, it started to pull back a little bit. So you can see over here a nice pullback from QQQ. So if QQQ does continue to drop, where might it go? Possibly all the way till 332. All right, this is the previous gap around 332. This is where it might drop for QQQ and for the tech stocks. Okay, so I just foresee two things happening for QQQ because it held the pullback last week. Either one, it continues to chop sideways, or two, there is a pullback down. Okay, but do I expect markets to crash? No. All right, I highly doubt so. I am not leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards more of a pullback. Okay, and once it does pull back for the stock, for it to rebound and start going up higher for the charts, okay, for the markets. So this is where I see QQQ going. Now, Last thing I want to share with all of you is this. So we can see over here, very simple, for the month of June, you can see coming to the end of June, there is always a huge pullback for the markets for S&P 500. So I do hope that this happens, given the volatility of this week. I do hope that this happens, that a stronger pullback does occur, so that trading becomes a little bit easier, so that we can go into positions carefully, properly, and take advantage of it. Okay, so whether this will happen or not, I don't know. But traditionally on seasonality, this is what happens for the month of June. Okay, so let's just see how this week goes. Again, approach it cautiously. I would suggest sticking to your day trades. If not, it's okay to sit out in the markets. All right. But as usual, like I tell you guys, if you have a proven system and methodology, you know how to follow a successful system, you have a successful system in place when it comes to executing your trades, then you can still be profitable in this environment. You can still make consistent returns in your respective portfolio. So let me share with all of you, as usual, every week, what our community and our guys over here in the TWC community have been doing for themselves. Okay, so this is how our students have been doing for the last week. Okay, the trades that they took. You can see Martin, hitting about 64% for his portfolio, doing a swing trade in about 2 days and getting this kind of crazy returns. Okay, Jasmine, 20% over 3 days, fantastic. Okay, this was a call out that I mentioned. She took it and made some good returns for her portfolio. Okay, same as well for Google, taking a swing over 4 days and making 29%. Okay. Again, we have Keith over here, 9 minutes in Meta, making some returns. Lillian as well, making on Meta, okay, a nice day trade, about 7 to 8% in just 11 minutes. Okay, doesn't stop there. You've got Aloysius, again, 11% in 1 minute. Crazy, guys. 1 minute, 11%. That's how fast or how much the stock moved, and he just came out of his position. Apple, okay, day trade, 3% only, but again, just spending 2 hours and making $210. How many of you would like that? Okay, just spending 2 hours and already making $210 just by sitting at home and trading. Okay, not even going out and physically working. That is what's possible with trading, and that is what's possible with having a proven system and methodology over here. Okay, and Edwin, you can see making his returns in his portfolio, $50 for the day, and another $450 for his portfolio. Martha as well, making $270. And this is the lovely part, guys. Okay, traded from the top of the castle in Spain. She's literally on holidays now, but because she knows the system to execute, she knows what to follow. When she's on holiday, this is the returns that she's making. So really, really fantastic by Martha. Keep up the good work. Again, Raj, Edwin, all making some good returns. I think Raj over here taking advantage of Coinbase. Okay, Coinbase had some news, okay, had some volatility, took advantage of that, knew the direction and went ahead for a trade. Okay, so fantastic by Raj on Coinbase. And lastly, again, by Priscilla, by Shafis, some of our veteran people like Priscilla taking on Netflix, making 41%. Shafis, one of our newer members, making about 15.5% on his portfolio. So again, everybody, if you have not joined our free channels, please go ahead and do so. Okay, this is what's possible. This is what's being shared by the community. Number one, my Discord community, completely free, bit.ly/IWC Discord. Again, the QR code is over here. You can go ahead and scan for your portfolio. Now, next one, bit.ly/IWC Insta. Okay, this is where we share our spotlight of the week, where we share some interesting charts that you can take a look at. Where are the price levels? You can go ahead and scan the QR code over here to join. Okay, so that is the 2 links that I have over here, 2 channels. You can go ahead and join those for your respective portfolio. Okay, so with that, I come to the end of the week. It was again great to do another weekly market review for all of you. So stay safe, trade safe, guys, and I will see you next week for another weekly market review video. Okay, take care, everybody.